Live. Should be coming up any second now. Hello everyone, Noosh and Doza here.
I'm Noosh.
I'm Doza. And we're here to play Doki Doki Literature Club, a game that everyone's been talking about for months, but a game that I've also found myself not playing for some strange reason.
Same. I've actually never really ventured into graphic novels too much. Last time was when I was a teenager.
I don't think I've ever played anything like this. Like, the closest thing probably would be, like, those point and clicks, although that's probably not at all like this. So, like, those like, third grader, like, solve the hieroglyphics, I don't even know what they're called. But anyways, we're here to play this game, and it will be interesting to see what it's like. This game did start off with the disclaimer, so I'm wondering what such a cute game as friendly and bubbly as this is going to have in store for us.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, especially with our take as a couple watching and playing this. So let's get started.
Oh yeah, our main character is going to have 2 brains. Let's get right into it.
2 brains are better than 1?
Right.
Hey!
Oh wait, is this the guy?
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself.
That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh boy, this guy's annoyed with her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. God
Wow.
dang, dude. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Ha ha.
Oh, I guess that's Sayori.
I overslept again.
Well, she's adorable.
But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Glippy.
Well, people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. A couple.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this guy is like going out of his way to like not be nice. Also, our character's name is Glippy, so
Yeah.
I guess that's a thing.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
He's only been mean this whole time.
It just started. Stop judging him.
Whatever you say, Sayori. ... Oh god.
Well, if you say it like that.
Oh, sorry, that's just No, wait, Anyways.
I said it correctly.
We cross the street together and make our way to school.
Ooh.
As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled, with other students making their daily
I don't see any other
comments.
students yet.
No, I don't either. I think he's lying.
By the way, Glippy,
Ugh,
have you decided on a club to join yet?
I'm just gonna make me join a club. A club?
I told you already. Oh, sorry, that's Glippy.
No.
I messed up.
I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any of your stupid clubs.
That's not what he said.
It was close.
Alright.
I haven't been looking either. Secretly, I've been looking.
That's not true.
You mean you might think she might say A?
Eh?
We'll go with that.
You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? Did I do that? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Damn, dude. Look how cute she is. How could you be like that? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Wow, so relatable.
Very relatable. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
Oh,
and based
jeez.
on this conversation, I completely believe that. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
The heck is
What's
a
a NEET? Yeah, okay.
I'm
All right.
sure,
I guess neither
I'm
of
sure we're
us
gonna
know.
find out.
I hope so. You trust me, right?
That's a little suggestive.
Look at her face. Don't
So-
make me keep worrying about you.
All right. All right. I assume
Long
that's his
pause.
delivery. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make... What?
If it-
I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy.
Joe's having trouble reading.
Yeah, well, reading is really hard. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Yeah, dude, you could have just ran. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
Wow,
he thinks of this
really
guy
has no
like...
game with her.
Yeah, he really thinks of this guy in one way, or this girl in one way, no other way. The school
neighbor.
day, right? Are they neighbors, right?
Well,
Old
yeah, I
childhood
mean,
friends?
she woke up late. She's trying to
Oh
catch
yeah,
him.
they used
so.
to go.
Context, please, babe.
Right. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Oh man, that reminds me of my school. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Damn, dude, careful at the edge, you might cut yourself. Klebs. Sayori wants me to check out some Klebs. I feel like he's like Shadow the Hedgehog, but if he was an anime character.
Were you ever in any clubs in high school?
Um,
Or college or whatever? The long pause means no, because
No.
he can't think of it.
I mean, I was in drama class, not club.
That's the class, so it doesn't count. You were in no clubs whatsoever.
The soccer count?
I guess it's a sport.
Athletic club?
Alright, okay, I'll
That's
give
like
you that.
literally it. No, wait, I was in film club.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I learned
did-
something new about Doza today.
Yeah, I was one of the like few people that actually. So
Alright. Anyways, let's get back to this.
I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, dude, no choice. Just being forced to do it.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come in that classroom while I was spacing out, as I tend to do. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom, probably because I'm not paying any attention to my surroundings.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Oh. What? What did you think? No,
No.
what? Everyone's on the edge of their seat.
Well, that you could come to my club.
Your club? Sayori. About to have
Yeah.
a moment. There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Literature club?
Doki Doki Literature Club?
Well, we don't know that.
All
It
right,
could
keep
be
going.
another literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature or the name of this game. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice Presidente. Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Eyes roll. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Oh, well, cupcakes do sound good. Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. Come on! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh.
Alright, Doza.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
We've all been there.
Oh, I did that earlier with a bundt cake.
You really did. So did I.
Banana bread, it was quite delicious.
It was.
Very good. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Third year?
Ooh.
Maybe they're older.
Juniors in high school?
Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hi, guys!
Stop. Everyone, the new member is here.
I wasn't that far off. I told you, don't call me, new member. I glance around the room.
There's no one there.
Oh, girl one.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Aw, Glippy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Oh, he's really a ladies' man.
Right, yeah, look at they're all just like here, and he's like, hey, here we go. All words escape me in this situation. Dude doesn't know how to talk to girls. Too nervous, poor guy.
They're all so pretty.
I guess his default is just to be a jerk.
I guess, but look, they're... Come on.
Well, I know, like, these designs, like, wow. Who's your favorite? Just based on only looks, as shallow as possible.
I liked girl number 3.
Girl number 3?
Yep.
Yeah, she's pretty cute. Is this girl number 3?
No. Girl number 3.
Is this girl number 3?
I liked girl number 3. Yeah, I like the one with the red hair or orangish hair or whatever you call it. The one on the left.
The one on the left?
Yes.
I don't know if they call that orange.
It's, I would say brunette, but like it's not really brunette. It's like a lighter brunette.
Well, I mean, you know, this one's purple and the middle one's pink,
yeah.
so...
Well, okay, let's keep going.
I like this one, the purple.
Alright, keep going.
This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god.
What are you looking at?
No, it's me.
Alright.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. It's not like I'm into you or anything. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. She's probably younger. Her small figure... Okay, her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. How pathetic. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh, look at that. Hard exterior, but a soft and... Well, never mind.
Just because she's a baker?
No. I mean...
Yes, that's exactly what you were going for.
Well, I'm glad that that's where you took that.
Alright. You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Oh, get away!
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
So,
oh, maybe I like Yuri now.
Okay, Yuri. Yuri's a purple hair girl.
Alright, keep going.
Okay.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I mean, well, what we've seen so far, yeah, I mean, look at them. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Who's Monica?
Monica?
We haven't met her yet. Keep going.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's Monica.
That's right. It's great to see you again, Glippy.
You know, she seems like she has a lot of authority. It maybe it's just because she's like really tall and she has the hand on the hip. Like, I'm the president.
Yeah.
Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, my heart. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Damn, dude. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Oh, you're so
man.
beautiful. Oh, I love you.
Come sit down, Glippy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Oh. Ooh. If this was anything like high school, I know what's gonna happen next.
I'll get the cupcakes.
Someone's gonna be mad. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I don't remember what voice I made for her.
It's okay. Keep going.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
Then how about I make some tea as well?
Tea? They're making tea up in here? Do schools over there have tea?
Yeah,
They make tea? They just have a tea maker? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Oh, so they're crafty. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori.
Ooh, he kept it safe.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know, they've known each other. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. She was the one who made the cupcakes. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Ooh, ah.
Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats.
Aw, that's adorable.
I think Nico is cat in Japanese.
Alright,
So
fun fact.
It's a fun fact. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, she's so crafty.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Typical Sayori, I can't take her anywhere. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Look at her eyes.
I like them. It matches her hair.
They kind of look like robot eyes.
Alright.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, you know she did, Clippy. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Wow, so they're just calling out the trope, but in the game. Wow, fourth wall broken.
Nice.
Made them for you or anything? Oh my god.
She's blushing.
I thought you technically did, so Yuri said, well, maybe, but not for you baka? That's Japanese for dummy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Right, she went to go get tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. See how they're painting this picture? I almost feel like I'm there.
Well, that's what a graphic novel does, so
Oh,
yay.
well that makes sense. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I guess that's kind of weird.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission.
Well, I mean, if you said they did.
After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
It depends if it's cold. I mean, I prefer my tea. Anyways. Yes.
I'm really bad at that. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Why is she trying to impress me?
Well, because you're
Am
the
I
only
desirable?
guy here.
Oh, I guess.
And by you, I mean Blizzy. That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. Hey, look, she looked away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you.
That was creepy.
Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Oh, I bet you do.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So cute.
Aww. I like her because she's a smart one.
Right? Well, we've only been told that she's the smart one.
I believe it.
Okay. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Didn't raise any eyebrows.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was brought here against my will.
The cupcake.
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet because I'm a loner, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so I, thought I'd throw her a bone.
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised.
What?
How am I supposed to deliver that? How come you decided to start your own club? You could have probably be a board member. You could probably... This is hard. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Nerd.
Well,
I was never on debate team.
I feel like I'm a lot like Monica. I was like president, vice president, like all these things in multiple clubs. Like
Really?
college and high school. I was always in something.
Wow. Not a lot of free time, huh?
No.
Neither. I bet Monica doesn't either. She's also athletic, remember?
Right. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs.
Politics? Oh, because it's high school, of course.
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Always about arguing about how to do it, as opposed to doing it.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
Well, Monica, you seem like a real stand-up gal.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet.
What a... No.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the right thing to say, but
Not
it's...
at all.
Well, I mean...
He's horrible with girls.
Yeah, but like, if you think about it, it makes sense, because like, if she's so great and amazing... Well, I guess high school kids aren't really into tea sipping and book reading. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Like this game.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
Are they in my head right now?
Basically.
Oh.
You've been like pretty spot on with stuff. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
I swear I haven't played this.
But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. Festival?
There's a festival?
Ooh.
I'm learning so much about this universe.
I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
I bet it's gonna go through each character. And then
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah! We'll do our best.
She's more meek.
Alright.
You know it! Everyone
cheerleader.
enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. All with the same voice. All interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Oh boy, did she. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Glippy, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, the newspaper? People read that, right? Considering how little I've read these... I like to read manga. I'm from here. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I mean, manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, I could change for you, Yuri. Oh, I love you. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Oh, he's a softie.
Oh, well. It's easy when you... whatever. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What are you into? You like pina coladas? Non-alcoholic, of course, because we're only third years.
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Stop tempting me!
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Same.
Wow.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Like this game. Yuri goes on and on, clearly passionate about her reading. This is the first time she's really opened up. She's been really shy up until now. And she was the one who asked the question first.
That is true.
Yeah. She seems so... She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds me very attractive and comfort in the world of books, not people like me.
But I like a lot of things.
Like boys.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Like published papers.
Anyways, isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Plot twist!
Is this foreshadowing?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Okay. I read a horror book once. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Pretty scary. Probably never heard of it. I desperately grasped something I can relate to. I'm also allergic to peanuts. Wow, we have so much in common.
So basically, Glippy and Dozer are like the same people right now. He
No.
doesn't read.
Well, that's true. I don't read manga though.
Alright, keep going.
At this rate, I mean, I guess I have some. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Because I'm so... Never mind.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you?
Yeah, you have a dark side, Yuri. What's going on under that purple hair of yours?
I guess you could say that.
She grew in size.
But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
So brief. I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just... nothing. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Why?
Never mind.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper here behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Dang, he's like,
really into her.
finally...
He liked the cupcakes and he likes, he's related to her the most.
Well, she also keeps looking at him, so he's probably like thinking
They
there's something
all are
there.
looking at him. He's the only boy in the room.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
And confidence is Cavender, not sponsored. Cavender, if you're listening, please sponsor us.
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Dang, that's deep. Well, I guess she said deepest.
I really like Yuri.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I too like her purple hair.
Anyway. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Almost like this were like a literature club. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
So nosy. We all sit in silence for a moment. Moment over.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
Ugh,
Then,
homework.
next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
Like a fellowship.
Hey.
Of like a collection of poems.
Or a literature club.
Right.
Isn't that right, Glippy?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again and melts my heart. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Why would a bunch of cute girls want me in their club? I'm just a loser. Oh, I never said I would join this club. bunch of girls. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, well, you know, I'm just so busy. I lose my train of thought, staring at their cute faces. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
Oh, she's not gonna cry, is she?
I'm sorry, I thought...
Oh...
Flippy.
No, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is. That's it, that is. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club, and I definitely won't regret it. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Theora wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Wow, she's a ball of energy. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
Well, you know, we're in a horror, so...
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Oh, thanks. I said that before that came up.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment.
What was it?
Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more. Probably because she thought I forgot.
Flippy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
I'm a boy. I don't express my... It's forbidden or some, you know, gender norms.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Glippy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Can't get away from this girl. That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs, unlike myself, who just watches anime. Sure, mine as well.
Oh, man. Yay! He really doesn't like Sayori.
Why, though?
I don't know. We'll
Let's give
find
him
out
no-
later.
Okay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica.
Okay, so pause. Who do you like the most right now?
I don't know, I kinda like... Okay, Monica's in last place.
Okay.
I think because she's the authority.
Sure,
and I don't respond
sure.
well to authority. I'm a loner.
Okay, so who's your favorite?
I think I'm gonna go with Natsuki. I like her.
The
I'm
cupcakes?
totally not into you, but I totally am kind of.
Okay, I really like Yuri. She's smart, chill, cool, and like kind of shy, but that's okay. And I feel like Yuri and Monica are more like who I am.
Well, I don't feel like Sayori, but I mean they have that whole history, I guess.
All right. Anyways, keep going.
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Dude, come on. They're just like, it's just a club. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Whatever it takes, right, my dude? It's time to write a poem.
Ooh.
Pick words you like.
Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Okay.
Hey, look, Monica's not even one of the girls down there.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah. So, I like Tenacious.
Okay. I like Existence.
He's Universe. Oh, actually, no. Kawhi. I love Kawhi.
Like Kawhi Leonard.
Yep. Antonio Spurs, shout out.
Oh, not in Spurs anymore.
Stop.
Uncle, can I go play with the Spurs?
No. Anyways, back to gaming.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I like Raindrops.
Melancholy.
Is there a girl we're trying to relate to?
No, we're just gonna see what happens when we both pick like every other.
Doki Doki. I don't know if we had an objective here for this game.
I'm picking my favorites, you're picking your favorites,
I mean,
so
overall.
the perfect match will be what Nushin Doza loves.
All right. Well, we'll just be
Is that
organic.
okay?
We're not gonna try to game it. All right. Is
Exactly.
it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like Vitality.
Precious.
Hell. Effulgent. E-F-F-U. Can you use it in a sentence, please? I'm gonna go with Bliss.
Intellectual.
I'm gonna go with Fireflies.
Sensation.
Anyways,
Heart.
not a parfait.
No, not a parfait.
Perfect. The hell?
That's really dark.
Horror.
Extreme.
Let's go with fantasy. Dark socks.
Starscape.
Starscape. Marshmallow.
Romance.
Nightgown.
Ooh,
That was all over the place.
That really was. I have no clue what we're getting into. Hi again, Glippy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Yeah, I didn't have much choice. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club, talking to myself in front of these people. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out, but here I am, standing in the corner awkwardly.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Glippy.
Anything for you, Yuri?
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
I'm not afraid of commitment.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it?
She's calling me stupid.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga. I don't know. Manga is literature. XD. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Glippy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
How does she know if I'm having fun?
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
Wow, we're
I
really
guess they
involved.
hang out.
But okay.
I don't know. How dependable.
Oh, that's a strange thing to say. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Do we live together?
I don't think so. I don't
He
know.
knows that she sleeps in. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's
Is that so?
hopefully not on purpose.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? Oh, answers.
By the sounds of it.
I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Glippy can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Yuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, so Yuri?
Me? Pardon me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it? Is it your undying love?
Never mind.
Whoa, look at her. She's so
I know.
embarrassed.
But Yuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm cool. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so whatever you got me isn't gonna be good enough. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what, because I still expect it. I guess.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. What if she like brings you like a dead bird? She's like, I found this.
All right, Edgar Allan Poe.
No, I guess. Like
Well,
a cat.
here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. That's not a dead bird.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
We could what?
discuss it if you wanted.
Oh, I like where this is going. This is too much. Oh. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, accidentally. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Absolutely.
Giving himself more work.
Haven't you given me a couple books?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have. I've given Doza so many books since we've, like, met and, like, started this relationship and everything. And they're all just sitting there.
I have... Yeah, I haven't read them.
I think I've read more of them and, like, glancing through stuff.
Well, they're actually manga. But they're like Legend of Zelda manga, and I just love everything Zelda, and still hype.
Look out for Triforce Tuesday posts on our Instagram at Nushindoza. Shameless plug-in. Let's get back to the game.
I enthusiastically took the book and ran off with it.
You. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I intend to.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Oh, you'll hear it. I'll talk your ear off. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Like, she just has a huge list. She's like, alright.
It is literature club.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Where is she? I don't think we've seen her.
I don't know.
Well, she's in here. We
Let's
know
keep
that.
going.
Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. That sounds painful. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet like a hobbit. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more.
Ooh.
But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah.
Also, hi Herb. Nice to join me, us, you. Anyways. Crap. Too cute. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh, here we go. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second.
Herb is asking, is Natsuki a tsundere? Tsundere? What? Is that a word I should know?
It's a tsundere. I think that's how it's pronounced.
What is it?
That is when, and yes, she is. Natsuki is exactly that. So far, I don't know. But it's where,
me.
well, okay, so it's like when a character is acting standoffish and tries not to like make it so obvious that they're really like into you. So they're like, it's not like I baked these for you or anything. They say stuff like that.
Ah.
So like, you're not special, whatever. And
Alright.
they're very deflective. And
Okay.
they get embarrassed with their actions.
Well, thanks for the question, Herb.
They're usually brash, like Natsuki. But, this is back to Yuri, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Well, she's very embarrassed. So sorry, Yuri. I was just spacing out and totally not staring at your beautiful eyes. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Damn, Yuri's so smooth. Whoa, girl. Where did you learn how to do that?
But I'm just rereading a bit of this. So...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it.
So does she have her own copy of the same book? It sounds like she has her own copy. Unless I missed something. You know, Herb gave a way better example than me.
Yeah, you described it a lot better than Doza did.
Yeah, like I feel like I kind of went on and on about it.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you two have copies of the same book? I was right. Look at me, reading comprehension level million. I have an IQ of 200.
Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant.
What?
I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, okay. Ah, I see. Any mistake any person could have made.
She totally bought 2 just for the sake of him, Flippy.
Well, do you imagine how, like, when they're in a literature club and they get to read the same book and then they're like, oh, did you see what happened in the next chapter? Let's talk about that. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go
No,
and
don't
not
let it
pursue
go.
this potentially life-changing event. I'll definitely start reading it soon, I lie through my teeth.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back, which has been called out. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Oh, what? This took a weird turn.
And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
So sad.
Look at her smug
That's kind
face.
of, I mean, like, I knew how to answer that question very well. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles, all of a sudden. Weirdo.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Flippy?
You know, torture. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
Wake up, sheeple.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Man, I can relate to her so much.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, you read books. You both have long hair. Sometimes purple.
Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist,
Remember, Glippy's the protagonist.
they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Oh no.
I'm rambling, aren't I?
Yes, I've already mentally checked out.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. Don't cry. It's okay. I haven't lost interest in anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Problem? Wow, she's really open. This is the second day we've
Red
known
flag.
her. Right? Red flag.
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. It's finally getting it. There's something there that wasn't there before.
That's true.
Put her in her place. In fact, I'm gonna take the high road here. I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's, making her very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
Did I sit on something? Why is she acting like this?
It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. Chapter 1. That's not in the prologue.
Yeah,
that's not how books
at
work. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, almost like a ghost. It's not a particularly bad thing, because she's so cute. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. She has amazing eyesight.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Yeah, but then, like, what if one of y'all reads faster than the other, and then you have to be like, well, are you done? And then like that, but every single page for the rest of the book.
Or you could just read out loud, like, with each other.
Oh, you mean like what we're doing right now?
Kinda. Huh. I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy and puts it away, realizing that she shouldn't have bought 2 copies. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I can feel the warmth. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open and I put my left arm around her. She startles. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow, we get
it's a
our
new
own, look at this,
scene.
POV, what's up? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. It's like we're making a heart out of our hands with the book. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. They make me want to read a book with you.
We should read a book. Like this one. It's a graphic novel.
Well, there are no pages to turn. I'm saying, like...
You're pressing a button. It turns to the next slide.
You know what I mean. But, like,
I
it's
know.
so involved. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
No,
I like the look in the eyes.
I'm ready.
It was great.
Look at that. She's just giving you that. You know those eyes. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
To turn the page?
Sorry. Of course that's what she meant. She's not interested in me. I think I got a bit distracted for a second by your radiant beauty. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet, as I intended. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
Because you're stupid.
It's probably the least I can do.
I read at a 4th grade reading level, thank you very much, ma'am.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Patient? Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Wow, looks like they solved the social problem that I just came up with in my head. We continue the first chapter in silence. Deadly silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. That's what I said. That's what I... Where is this game going? My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Oh man, is it getting hot in here? Hey Yuri, you feeling hot right now? This might be a silly thought, but it's kind of hot in here. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Crazy, has a younger sister, moves in with her. You know.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, unlike you. But she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. And she probably says sorry way too much. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. Don't give away your secret, Clippy. But they are. Kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Creep.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment, gets out quickly, and pushes me away.
But Glippy, that's probably
Really creepy.
a terrible thing to have in common with her.
Oh no, you're striking out, bro.
That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. You just took it the wrong way.
You're so condescending, though.
Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I didn't know you were so sensitive.
We knew she was sensitive from the beginning.
Well, Glippy just, can't keep it in his...
Well, now he's making a comeback.
Well, okay, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. In like a teddy bear kind of way. Totally platonic.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
I think you're cute. Please go out with me.
Okay, everyone.
Well, hello, Monica. Jeez, wow.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yeah, like, this is after school, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's been a whole day. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Guess we'll never know.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
That's presumptuous.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. I bleed everywhere. Alright. There's blood everywhere. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Without you. Alone. By myself. With no one around. In the dark. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Oh, that's sweet. And maybe creepy.
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
You're no help, Yuri.
She's shy. Let her be.
She's
Were you
just...
always confident talking to people? Like, that you were hitting on or whatever?
Well, it doesn't help when both people are like,
social anxiety
I don't know, whatever's
is real.
good with you. Is it good with you? I don't know.
Leave Yuri alone.
Okay, fine. Hashtag leave Yuri alone. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Right, Yuri?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
She's giving me homework. Alright, that's what I wanted this whole time. I stand up, I sit down, then I stand up again. They're never gonna keep me down.
Oh my goodness.
I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Nope, totally forgot. Yeah, gotta make it up right now. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. It's my first time.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. And you know, I've never really understood the term loose leaf, because I get that, like, some paper's made from some paper's made from books. Some paper's made from trees.
Some books are made from papers,
I
papers
guess,
are made from trees.
Yeah, hashtag leave Yuri alone, yeah. Alright, fine. I'll leave Yuri alone. But that means I have to rag on someone else. But yeah, loose leaf. You know, most papers made by bushes? I don't know if that's true.
Anyways.
On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Wow, I remember having one of those. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit in her composition notebook. I feel like composition notebooks were exclusively for writing poems when I was younger. Or similarly, short stories. Whatever. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Wow, no one's excited to do this. I thought everyone wanted to be here. I do the same myself because I'm a conformist. Oh.
Ooh, who should I show my poem to first?
Well, we just had that really, really nice moment with Yuri.
And you want to ruin it with a poem?
Well, what if she doesn't like it?
And you did say you want to leave her alone for a while.
Oh, right. Leave Yuri alone. Okay. Let's hit up Natsuki then.
Really? We didn't even discuss it. You just chose without me, Doza?
You said not Yuri. That was
there were three other
was your
options.
choice. Your choice was not Yuri, so my choice was Natsuki.
Alright. Anyways.
I told Natsuki I was interested.
Hashtag step up, Glippy.
Step up, Glippy, right? Come on. Come on, bro. I know you could do it. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine first with her. Yeah, it is. It is only fair. Thank you, Glippy. Hmm? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you, amateur. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad or anything. It just didn't evoke any emotions. And I really felt like it was written by two different people. Did you finish all this yourself? Did you do your homework? Did you bring me here?
Did you rub my lamp?
Did you rub my lamp? Did you bring me here? And now you're gonna walk out on me? So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Not small, compact, and covered in frosting? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass for now. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. She's already said that. People can try. Well, that's about it. Wow, Natsuki. You're really gonna change the world with this one. I mean, it's great. It's great. Let's
So basic.
Yeah.
Even she's confused.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. How did she know? In my head. I like it.
Liar!
I lie. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Is it maybe because you didn't put any effort into it? I don't know. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
So
yeah,
what
well,
was she expressing?
Maybe she's just a simple girl. I mean, you're gonna hate on her for that? Your writing style
she did
wouldn't...
make cat cupcake.
Natsuki is not basic. And I demand that you retract that statement. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. He gets it. Glippy gets. You're alright. You're an alright kid, Glippy. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. I guess she's referring to the people try and eagles fly comment.
Maybe.
You know,
Eagles do fly.
that's true. I have heard that. I can't verify that myself, but you know, I mean, everyone says it, so it must be true. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Is she talking about how short she is? So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. That makes sense. It's very deep. It's surprisingly, you know, Mitsuki, you really know how to like sound like you're not trying, but you really are. It's a very unique way of writing. I don't think anyone else is going to top that. I mean, eagles can fly. That's true. I mean, I think people are just scared to make that kind of statement, you know, especially in this day and age. Butterflies in the sky. Yeah, I can go twice as high.
Reading Rainbow?
Yeah, you know, you can find on YouTube the I don't even think that's Reading Rainbow, but the Indian in the paintbrush. That was my favorite episode, right behind the bees and how honey is made.
I wish I could fly too, Herb.
Yeah. Well, like if I had a superpower, would it be telekinesis and then I'd use it on myself? Maybe. Because I feel like you'd have more freedom than just flying. Because when you just have flying, you can only move yourself.
My superpower would be to know everything at all times whenever I want. Smartest person ever.
You know, if it was like one of those monkey paw or like twisted genie wishes, like to know everything, you'd have like a big huge brain and it would hurt all the time.
That's not how it works.
Oh, okay, well. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, if I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose because I couldn't come up with something, it helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Yeah, don't be so judgmental, Blippi. Dang. That's what it means to be a pro. Like me. I'm glad you learned something from someone like me who is a pro, unlike you. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? From a first year. Just flexing all over me. Yeah, I guess not. Damn. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I mean, she clearly needs it. The desperate girl. Who should I show my poem to next?
Oh, I guess we get to go through everyone? Maybe?
I
hope
don't know.
so.
I don't know.
Let's still give Yuri some time. I think she needs to recover.
Okay, well.
Monica. El Presidente. Hi, Glippy. Having a good time so far?
Yeah. Did you come on a little strong?
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
I do so many.
I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Just don't be... Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm completely intimidated by her beauty, her stature, her athleticism, her leadership, her giant bow. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Then I start being a jerk.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Glippy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. She loves it.
Great job, Glippy.
Called it swish.
I was going ooh in my head while reading it.
You know, I don't think a lot of people say that kind of thing.
It's really metaphorical. Is it?
Yes. That's exactly what I was going for.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
That's probably because I chose marshmallow earlier. I think that's what's really getting her.
I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier for me... God,
Easiest. Come on, Doza.
Easiest. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Because of my decrepit demeanor. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. He's like, you can't even take the compliment. He's just like, shit, yeah, whatever. It's not like I tried or anything. I could have done better. It's not even my best work.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Literally happy and sad.
Yeah, they're like puppies. We didn't choose puppies.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I like Yuri so much.
He's pretty great. I think Herb likes Yuri too.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Nuances?
Nuances?
Nuances. I was just really feeling myself in this voice, I'm sorry.
Nunca? That means never in Spanish.
English is my third language. It can take years of patience, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Oh, my bad.
I forget.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
I'm being lectured about don't worrying about stuff.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. On Caro Imparo.
She did not say that.
Latin for I'm still learning.
Right. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write.
That is really good advice.
It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I mean,
All goes down the drain.
Right? You could suck. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Okay. Didn't know that's what this was gonna be like.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Let me guess, it's gonna be amazing. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
So, she's been lying to me this whole— I can't trust anything she says.
She's president. Obviously she needs to be confident. She said her goal is to make sure everyone here is happy and having fun.
It would have been really interesting if I had some kind of role like that where I had to always act confident.
Yet you've never been part of a club before.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Well, keep going.
I see. And seen. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that sparkles protrudes. A noisy neighbor.
The spackle.
A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. What?
I really like that. My life is a lie.
Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, and I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Do we need to call the cops? Are you being stalked? Like, what? Is there a peephole? What's going on here? Where's the thing to close this? Help, I need an adult.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Yeah, don't be throwing around jargon like you know, Glippy. Come on. You see right through it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. My laughs are horrible. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines.
I did notice that. She had a lot of really short quips.
The retinas
are scorched.
When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I said it out loud. What was the inspiration behind this one? Or was it maybe the sun?
You sound really interested.
And a stalker? Was that it? That Monica? Are you going for that? She doesn't want to share.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
Yes,
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
Oh, hashtag relatable.
Just force yourself to get something Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Or like in SpongeBob, a really artistic
Oh, yeah.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
And thus concludes our meeting.
This scene.
Right?
I hope so.
Oh, I still have to go to the
Oh,
other.
there's still 2 more people. You want to save Yuri for last?
Yeah, the best for last.
This is a good poem, Glippy. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. I've never done this before. It's not that good. Don't lie to me. Just tell me directly how it is. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? You know what, Glippy? You might. You might. You may not know it.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all.
She thinks so low of me.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Oh no, here we go. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Anything. For you. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Glippy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Aww.
Thanks, Sayori. That was
really
sweet of her.
nice.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here.
Back to reality, typical
Snap
guys.
back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. I mean, we've known each other for so long. I think I have a really good chance with her, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna go hold on to that for you. Hold on to you. Hold you. I wanna hold you.
Anyways. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Very deep. See,
I can actually relate to this.
See, what she means by breakfast is the social political nature of feudal Japan in the 1930s.
What?
No. I think she's talking about the sun. Oh, right, dear sunshine. Anyways, moving on. Sayori, am I your sunshine? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
She only waited a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I really like the way she looks in this picture.
I do too. Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem, per se. It just wasn't, good. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Lazy and rushed.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. What was it about? The
I want breakfast.
Sunshine, I think? I wasn't really paying
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
You know what, Sayori? That's the first... No, it's not the first thing you've said. You've clearly said more than one thing. That's a good thing to say. And she gets all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
Ah,
should I show my
finally,
poem next?
Yuri, let's go.
Skip.
No.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up.
Exceptional.
Oh, what was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
Oh. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
You... He's going to hate me.
Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Right, I mean, you read my poem. I should be the nervous one. Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
I really hope that we get to see what ended up being at the end of this.
I hope so too.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, Yuri. I idolize you. This is actually my first time, really. No foolin'.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Oh, I guess it isn't that good after all.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for.
Look how confident she looks.
I really like her. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
What a nerd. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ah, I like that last line.
I flicker back.
Wait, so is she saying that she's the ghost?
I mean, she flickered back. Could be the light.
Well, she says her hair illuminates beneath the amber glow.
So, the amber glow is the light?
Yeah, and she's
she is
bathing
the
under the
ghost?
light.
Maybe.
I think so. Oh, so cute.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Like you.
Eh?
What's that you say?
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo?
Hmm.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Glippy.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Yeah, why is she holding back? Marissa M. brings a good point.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost?
I guess that makes...
Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's kind of sad. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Glippy.
Glippy. It just hit me.
Aww.
Oh, me too.
Those are you, softy.
Right, well, you know. You. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room, nervously. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I know what you mean, Glippy. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, because Natsuki really just kind of crushed me. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. They're experts.
We really get reminders about the fact that this is literature club.
It's a literature that we do nothing else. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say that it's fancy?
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. What was her poem?
It was the one about the animals. Like the
animals?
eagles fly and whatever.
No, it's the opposite of giving up. She said people try. Maybe I'm not remembering the
I'm not a
last
fan
line.
of Natsuki, so I don't really remember.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be... I think I might switch over to Team Yuri.
Okay, good.
How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? It's like
To
you don't
you,
even
yeah.
appreciate me.
Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking...
No, it's Natsuki. That's me.
Sorry.
I'm the cute one.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Glippy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Glippy liked my poem too, you know.
Oh wow. They're
Cat
getting at each
fight.
other.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Ooh, the music went away.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh, she's turned the tides on her.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Glippy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Oh, shade thrown.
Major. Is everyone okay?
The music's amazing.
I love it.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Glippy started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. Oh, that's both of us.
Oh, this doesn't involve you!
This doesn't involve me.
Alright.
Anyways.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there the entire time, staring.
Glippy! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Glippy.
But wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Glippy?
Well?
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 How did I get dragged into this in the first place?
Because you're the only guy in the
Oh,
literature
woe is
club.
me. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... Oh,
Ooh,
Yuri,
I kind of want to do
Yuri.
the help me Sayori, because like he's got no game. But what do you think?
I think Yuri.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like that too, because Yuri. What do our viewers think? Who do you want us to pick?
Oh yeah.
Natsuki, Yuri, help me Sayori.
Yes, Yuri.
Yuri, Sayori. We'll
I'm
give him some time to think about it.
Yeah, I'm personally hoping we get a bunch of...
Either
two
Yuri
Yuris.
or help me Sayori. I think either of those.
Or you could throw us for a loop and pick Natsuki.
We got one vote for Sayori, saying help me Sayori, so we'll give others a little bit of time. Anyone else want to weigh in?
It looks like
So far
Sayori's
it's help
gonna
me
be the winner.
Sayori. I say we do it.
Alright, let's do it. Help me, Sayori. I can't deal. Natsuki. Ah, Herb said Natsuki.
Oh, no.
Well,
That was one vote for Natsuki though, so it's okay.
yeah. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth with a sponge. She's very close. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori...
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting. What? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable.
How can the two of you keep fighting when you know that you're making your friend feel like this? Wow.
Glippy.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflicts.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That is exactly why nobody likes...
Stop!
Wow, everyone stopped.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends.
And friendship never ends.
I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. How upbeat is this music, though? And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
But because...
Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were.
Oh, I'm glad we addressed that.
Big and beautiful.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's wildly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
Wildly, weirdly suspicious.
Wildly suspicious.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
She means emotionally, right?
I don't know.
That makes two of us.
Aww.
You can count on me.
So Sayuri's like the sister, kinda.
Well, yeah.
Like best friend, neighbor next door, whatever.
So,
all of the above.
So I guess she would be the, as they say, the Oni-chan.
Sure.
Yeah, that's like, that's what the people call each other that are really, really close. Almost like siblings close. Or dating close. I don't know. I don't speak the language. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot, twist and turn, till I vomit profusely. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Glippy, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. It's just
Awesome.
Real freaking neat.
In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes.
Dramatic pause.
The most dramatic. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Yeah, he's not like saying who he wants to impress. He's leaving it open for viewers like you.
And for players like us.
Right. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Glippy, ready to walk home?
I didn't agree to that this time. Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
I mean,
He just loves everyone.
she's pretty easy on the eyes after all.
You have to not only write a poem tonight, but you also have to get 2 chapters of the
So Yuri, how about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Glippy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest.
That's why I do it.
And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but I don't want to be more than friends. You know, raise a family. Does it really need to stop there? This guy's coming on real strong.
Yeah. But, like, who's he gonna end up with? I'm still lost as to, like, which girl he's gonna pick or where we're gonna make him pick. Where is this going?
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder, buddy.
It's like the game knows what we're saying
Right.
outside of the game.
I said that, it's creepy. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes, as I internally monologue.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Wait,
I don't
is
know
this
why I
you?
wanted
don't
to say
know.
it. Alright, you wanna start this? Or should I start this?
I'll start.
Okay.
Let's go with...
Are we going for someone specific, or are we just gonna do it whatever this time?
I'll leave that up to you.
Alright, I'm gonna choose whatever I want, you choose whatever you want. Okay. Fireworks. Dance.
Lust.
Tenacious. Nightgown. That's funny.
Pleasure.
Dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. Infallible.
Anime, because he never got to join the club.
Alright, yeah, well, there's probably a whole nother, like, separate universe where he joins the anime club instead.
And life's...
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah, because I just picked anime.
Okay. Unstable. Well, look, they bounce when you... They bounce when you pick the thing that they like.
Maybe. Disoriented?
Jumped. Horror.
Fantasy. I like how variance is on there.
Philosophy.
Heartbeat. We're getting options from our viewers like anime and explode.
Well, we did pick anime despite the despite the delay in the stream. So
for this one, what do y'all want?
Heck yeah, Herb. I'm glad. Yeah, we're on number 17
of 20.
So 20,
Vivid, yeah. Doki Doki, Pain, Kawaii, Pink, Grief, Peaceful, Intellectual, Piss, Flee. What do y'all want? Grief in all caps. Flee. Grief and Flee. Tiebreaker. What do we do?
Where's Flee? I don't see Flee.
It's on the bottom.
Why?
What do we do? What do we do? Flee. Flee. Grief.
Oh.
Flee. Grief. We need a tiebreaker.
Or
what?
Or we can go with what Herb said, because we didn't get to earlier.
Oh, yes. Okay, you're right. Let's be fair to our viewers. Flee it is, Herb.
Flee. Hashtag Herb for life. Heart, flower, daydream, calm, games. I like games. Mouse. Do they mean like computer mouse?
Sunny. It could be a real mouse. This thing does get really dark.
Yeah, that's true. Sunny tragedy, sock, starship. Any input? How about we have these last couple? We need help picking these. I feel like we went through the first ones and it was like, yeah, I know all these. It's easy. These last ones are a little less. I mean, I guess I could assume Heart would be.
We have
Mitsuki?
vote for Socks.
I don't know who Socks would be.
Socks. We got 2 Socks. Marissa and Herb said Socks.
Socks it is.
All right, 19 out of 20. Unrestrained, agonizing, sticky, whistle, sensation, treasure, determination, love, blanket, existence. What do y'all want?
Agonizing, come on.
I feel like depends on what they want, like what girl they want to pick.
I bet Unrestrained is gonna be Sayori. I feel like you never pick Sayori's stuff. We got one
We have
for
existence and one for sticky.
Sticky?
Yeah, sticky. There's even a face. I kind of want to give it to her for sticky because of the face.
I know, it's such a memeable face. I don't actually know the name of the face.
Well, let's do sticky and then we'll let Marissa pick the next one. The
Okay.
last one.
Or whoever.
Or whoever, if you guys agree, who knows. So 20 out of 20, last one for all the marbles.
Make it count. Make it
They're-
count. I'm counting on you
The
guys.
choices are warm, climax, promise, friends, vanilla, sweet, ambient, pure, feather, and comfort.
You know, if we went from 19 to 20, it could be sticky warm, sticky climax, sticky sweet, kind of like that that one song.
Also, Herb's letting us know it's called the Lenny face.
Lenny face. Who's Lenny?
And Marissa picked ambient.
Ambient.
So sticky ambience. I like it.
Sticky ambient. Okay.
That could be a thing.
It
Now
could be.
trending on Twitter. Follow us at Nushindoza, hashtag sticky ambience.
Right, sticky no,
Google
it's
it.
Sticky ambient.
We will definitely Google it, Herb.
Alright. Ambient it is.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of Lenny faces. Lenny face, know your meme.
Dang. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Okay, so we've established that days have passed. Or he means literally the last 2 days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Glippy.
Yo, Sayori, 'cause I'm cool. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood.
So full of himself.
It's like your enemy or something. But I guess it's always the simple thing to do anyway, because, ouch. Someone could take that the wrong way.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Maybe she skipped breakfast.
Wow. No. Thanks.
Oh wow, that is... Eh?
Wow, she doesn't know how to deal with rejection. Here we go.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. What the heck is going on? Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh. Oh, there's history here.
Clearly. Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason really, it's just that, you know,
She probably has snack.
No, she probably is broke, and she wants him to pay. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse.
Oh, that's quaint, coin purse.
She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then, she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you had spent all your money so that I would lend you some.
So this has clearly happened before.
Yes, but there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves me the one option.
What?
Ooh-wah.
I like her eyes. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve
I
to
shouldn't
feel
have read
guilty.
that. Oops. Ahaha.
Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Literally could not see her in this empty classroom. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Glippy to let me borrow some money.
What a bum.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford.
Dang, taking a high road on this one.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that.
Wow.
I got too absorbed into my book. You... I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
How dare
She's
you
so
speak to
nice.
me, the vice president?
There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori? I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? What is that? Alright.
Remember, she was really absorbed in her book, so this is par for the course. Herp gets it. A little devil. That's right. Don't let her fool you. She's got a devil on the outside, too. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Whoa, she's weaving one crazy scheme here. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Whop!
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. Sayori glances around, dazed and confused.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution!
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I agree, it almost did. Hahaha. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. And it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Trick's on her, she got the cookie.
Right?
Natsuki? That's so nice of you!
To throw a cookie at her face.
I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie.
Not Natsuki.
Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
Oh.
Worst feeling ever.
Oh yeah, really, I can relate. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Oh my goodness!
Her appetite knows no end. Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Chocolate is pretty good. Yeah, well, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine.
She gave her the worst one.
No, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. It's getting real close. Or Vice President HR, hello?
It's a club, calm down.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her head. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety.
Oh my goodness!
Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. As a first year, I would know. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. She has a girlfriend or boyfriend? I just heard her laugh. I don't know.
She got a new pet and she has to go home and take care of it. Excuse me?
Sure.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late.
No one ever means to be late.
I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica choose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me.
Never mind that.
Never mind that.
Sorry.
That was my line. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Dang, she does it all, doesn't she?
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Why does she look at me? That's kind of weird.
Because you're the boy in the room.
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Glippy.
Well,
See,
it's a lot of
that's
pressure
all
on
for
myself.
You.
Monica smiles. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck. Thumbs up.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. There was no content.
What about the cookie?
I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
And I think that's a pretty good stopping point for us today.
Yeah, we streamed from
8 o'clock Central Standard Time, so we're gonna do Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10. We'll continue on with this tomorrow.
I cannot wait to see what happens next.
Same here. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Nushindoza. Like, subscribe, comment, you know, all those things.
Yeah. But thanks for joining us so much. Like,
we really appreciate it.
That means a lot. Really, this is why I do it. It's for you guys.
you
like
few
really
that are
smug.
watching. We really appreciate everything. We hope you enjoyed it, and we can't wait to see what happens next. So we'll see you guys back tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
MVP shout out for Marissa M and Herp. You guys
are the real MVPs of this chat.
That's right.
Hey.
Nushindoza signing off. Thanks again.
Good night.
Night.